Good evening, loves, and welcome to a taste of Lavina, Poetic, Empress, coming at you with a taste of ButtaFly. How are you guys doing tonight? You know how I like to get this party started with Deepest Thoughts by Lavina, Expressions by Lavina, My Dirty Little Secret, and our new edition. Oops, this is the wrong copy. That was the author's copy. And our new addition to the family, Emotional by Lavina. How are you guys doing tonight? Hello, Brian. How are you doing? Thank you for joining. Oops, I tried to wave back. Hello, the queen is in the building. Let me get her an invite. There we go. Okay, there we go. Ah, I'm so excited tonight. Hello, hello, hello. How are you
Hi.
doing? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a taste of Lavina, Poetic, Empress, coming at you with a taste of ButtaFly. How are you doing, sweetie?
Peace and light. I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank
You
you for
look
the
beautiful.
invite. Thank you, as do you, Lady
Oh, wait a minute.
Empress.
Is that a butterfly? That is beautiful, your
This is,
necklace.
yes.
All right, I like that.
Thank you.
Absolutely wonderful. Now, let me I'm gonna read a little bit of your bio because I pretty much kind of ask questions from it.
Okay.
And any question that I ask that you do not want to answer, just say next.
For sure. I'm pretty much an open book, though, so it's not really much I'll probably say next to. So,
Okay. Um, ButtaFly is a Jersey girl by way of California, currently residing in the DMV area. Okay, what is the DMV area?
it's Delaware, Maryland, Virginia. They call
Oh,
that the
so you're near
DMV.
me.
I'm in Virginia, yes. Where are you?
Oh, cool. That's what's up. I'm in Delaware.
Oh, okay.
So
That's not
like
far. A
four
couple
hours.
hours.
Yeah, yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, because I was like, I need to ask her what is the DMV area, Delaware, Maryland. I didn't even because I was like, because I say the tri-state area for Philadelphia, Delaware, and Jersey, but
Right.
I guess because I was like DMV because that's our motor vehicle, Delaware motor vehicle. I was like, she's not living at the
That's what they call the DMV in Jersey too. They call it DMV. Definitely.
exactly. So that's
I
what I
said
said.
I said Delaware, but it's DC, Maryland, Virginia. I'm sorry. I didn't mean Delaware.
Oh,
It's
okay,
DC.
DC,
Yes.
Maryland, and Virginia. Wait a minute, I need to turn the volume up a little bit so I can hear. Okay. Now, can you do me a favor and recite your anthem? Would you? Because I mean,
Oh
I could read
gosh.
it,
Say it
but
again.
I just find that certain things sound better coming from the person who wrote them.
For sure. Just let me get to it so that I recite it exactly how I sent it to you. Okay. Hmm. So
Let's look.
I'm a Jersey girl by way of California, of course.
Mhm.
My anthem is trauma made but not enslaved. I'm a survivor in every way. Watch me rise, see me fly. I am butterfly.
That's awesome. That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
Now, my next question is because that is powerful.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, I would like to know how did you come uh, to get your anthem, or how was your anthem born? What happened? Do you
It
mind
was,
sharing?
no, I don't mind at all. It was clearly born of trauma. I feel like we all go through some sort of trauma within our lives.
Mm-hmm.
So I really don't mind sharing. For me, it started in childhood and it went all the way through adulthood. It kind of followed me. I was trapped in a cycle until I finally broke free. within the last 5 years, for sure.
Awesome.
Definitely completely and totally free and healed over the last 3 years. So that's where it came from. I am a product of trauma, but I'm not enslaved by trauma. And it doesn't rule my life anymore. As whereas before I could honestly say it probably did.
That's awesome. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, because that's something. Um, Now, would you please, or are you prepared to give us a taste of ButtaFly?
Sure, sure. So butterfly is multifaceted. I have the incandescent wings, so the light hits me differently during different times. So, in other words, I write all forms of poetry, spoken word poetry, erotic, sensual, trauma based. I find that I've written from experience, and so those are where my experiences lie, and that's where the most heartfelt poetry comes for me. So, um, any particular any particular topic you'd like me to start off on?
Whatever is in your heart to share.
Okay. All right, cool. Well, I did want to have a new piece for today, for tonight, for you to share with everyone. And so I will very nervously start off with that.
Awesome.
Okay. This is untitled. I don't have a title for it yet. So feel free if you guys feel something, drop something in the comments. Let me know what you think the title might be. Give me some input there. Okay. Life isn't a perfect fabrication. Far from a simulation, it's more like the realization of the times you can find yourself in so deep, you hold on to whatever you can to keep from drowning. That's called durability, continuity. That's survival. I know you're lonesome and you feel alone sometimes in your thoughts. Echoes of defeat, thunder and rain on your terrain while hurricanes rage in your chest, causing catastrophe and what feels like sudden death because you're unable to ingest love. You feel invisible, thinking, if I could just shed this shell I'm in, my life could begin. But then haphophobia kicks in, and now you have a phobia, and you don't want to touch even your own skin. You feel like your life's existence begins to thin because the anorexia, it's real. You're
Mm.
starving your whole, depleting your soul, regurgitating the lies told, allowing bulimia to coincide, to exist side by side, to synchronize the bullshit, to coexist instead of exit, meaning get the fuck out. Because truth be told, they don't even know what the hell they're talking about.
Mm.
Slow that roar within. Smolder the flames from the fiery whisper of death, consuming the space beneath your breast, incinerating your every breath, causing you to choke as you make your way through the thick black smoke,
Mm.
dragging your heart around. And you trip as you tip, holding the shell which cracks under toe, and you know you're no longer in a field of tulips. Instead of allowing your hurts to put you in a hearse, I'm going to need you to do the shadow work. You see, your shadow chose you for a reason and sticks by you through every season. Don't you think you should at least give it the time of day? Maybe hear what it has to say? Allow yourself to heal from past pains? How can you? You say? One, ignore the hype. You are your own hero. Don't fall for the fiction and fairy tales. Conceal, don't feel, will make you freeze. Take action. Be like a neurosurgeon performing surgery on old mindsets hell bent on keeping you stuck in the place you're at. Which leads me to number two, be diversified in your thoughts. Set boundaries and enforce. Know that they will push. When they come across your defenses, this will probably generate their offenses at the sight of your offenses, because what they will certainly sense is the grass feels smooth underneath their feet, and the flowers, they smell beautifully sweet, and your fence looks rickety and weak, but there is no way in hell you will again taste defeat. So they can mosey on along down that path with that herd of sheep. And number three, never make the one you love feel alone. Look for and find you. Time after time, be present in every moment. Make a choice to love yourself every day. 4 is really short. The here and now forces you to pay attention, invested in yourself. And 5, be conscious, pick through the bullshit, and remember, if you set your intentions, you'll never miss the mark, even when the universe shifts.
Beautiful.
Thank
And
you.
so true. And I love that you gave those points in order to heal, so that is awesome.
Thank you.
That is awesome.
Thank
Awesome.
you. Yeah, it is points that are given, but it's steps that I've taken as well. And sometimes I have to remind myself, you slip back into old mindsets, and you have to remember, nope, that's not where I wanted to go. Take control of that thought and move forward. Choose a different path.
Exactly. And like you said, and it's work.
It's
It's,
work.
yes, because now you are healed. Now you got to guard it,
Yes.
you know. So
Yes.
I totally get it, girl. I'm like, I'm in a healing process myself right now. So I'm like, and I had to go through the process before,
Mhm.
So and people might think because you go through something, it gets easier. No, it doesn't. Pain is pain. That mess
Yes,
hurts.
dear. It does.
And then you got to climb right back out of that pit, you know. So um, that was beautiful. It was awesome. And
Thank
I'm
you.
sure definitely that is going to speak to somebody because it spoke to me. So I know it's going to speak to others also.
I hope so. The key is to change your mindset, to think different thoughts, change your way of thinking. Someone once told me, a complete stranger that I happened to have a conversation with, he said, very simply, thoughts become things, and change your thoughts, change your life. And once I learned what that really meant, I realized that I could create my own destiny. I could create my own life. And that is what I do now every day. But the key is to break the cycle that you're in, because you are automatically attracted to what you've been through, because that's what you're used to. It's your normalcy. And so you
Mm,
have to steer away from that so that you can see and experience something different, and obtain what you're worth. So,
exactly. Exactly. That is awesome. Well, just by this short conversation, I'm sure you are going to get with your worth. Somebody's going to come along and see who you are and honor that, because that's
thank
what it's about.
you.
It's about people recognizing that we have so much to give. Uh, we as women give life. That is automatic for us to give
Hmm.
life, to give love, to help. It is just the norm for us. For us not to do that is we don't. I'm like we cannot not do it. You
Hmm.
understand what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Even when we're hurt and we might be angry from whatever the situation was, but if we see somebody in need, we still run to help them. Dripping blood, we still run to help and give. So
We
surely that
do.
is to be rewarded, and you know,
It
um,
is. But
that's
what I challenge women because you're right. It is women who, um, I'm not going to say they suffer the most, but we do suffer from that because we are trained. I'm going to say my generation, I'll speak personally. I was trained that I was to sacrifice myself for the good of others, no matter who it was, whether it's my children or my job or my husband or my friends. And so that's what I did. But as much as we run to help someone else, that is the same love that we should be giving ourselves. That right there. Run to love you, run to
See,
bandage those wounds.
I wasn't going to bring this up, but I launched a campaign in 2020 called Always Choose to Love Yourself More. And that is exactly what it's about. And tonight I started, because I have another page, it's called Always Choose to Love Yourself More. And I started a live on there tonight. Uh, it's going to be live every Tuesday at 8 o'clock, 8 p.m.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, and if you can, stop by, because what we're talking about now is what I want to talk about on the show. Because,
That's awesome.
yeah, because the deal is, if we, like you said, it's not, I'm not going to help anybody else. It's just that I need to pour a portion of that love that I'm pouring into other people into myself, so my cup can run it over, so I
That's
can be
right.
healthy helping other
Mm-hmm.
people,
That's right.
and so I'm not suffering, so my blood pressure is not sky high, so I'm not
Mm-hmm.
vegging out, like, going on an eating binge, and
Mm-hmm.
you understand what I'm saying, because I'm
Yes.
so I think it is absolutely, like, awesome. And like I said, I'll follow you from that page, and hopefully you'll follow me back, and then just
Yes, I
jump on
will.
that. With that show, you don't have to. It's not, people, if they want to recite poetry, come and do a piece. That's fine, but it's more to help people and
Okay.
to push and encourage, and to build people up.
That's
So,
awesome. I
yeah,
will
that's that.
definitely follow you from that page. Yes, please do. I love to come
Okay.
over and see you.
Okay. Now you are. Oh, wait, before I ask the next question, your business, what is your business about? You have a business.
So I started Mosaic Insights LLC as an umbrella company because I wanted to reserve the name. So I
Mhm.
wanted to take it in a couple of different directions. That's kind of evolving as I go. Right now, it is for the poetry. I want my words to make money for me. And of course, I'm very new to the game. I've only been writing, I celebrated my 1 year anniversary in February. And so I still
Yay.
have so much to learn, but I didn't want to lose the opportunity um, to grab that because
Exactly.
Mosaic spoke to me. It's Mosaic and Mosaic, but just spelled a little funkily, put a little soul on it. So
Mhm.
and
Exactly.
and
Exactly.
also insights. But Mosaic, you take things that are broken and put them together and create something beautiful. And then the insights into insights my insights into life. And of course, not everyone is going to agree with it, but that's okay. I as long as I can just touch one person. And so
It's
that is the
beautiful.
basis of my company. I do want to start some other endeavors too, which I have not been able to get off the ground yet, but that's okay. I have a lot of life left in front of me. So
We definitely, yes, have to talk, because uh, Always Choose to Love Yourself More, Lavina Poetic Empress, comes under my business, Expressive Artistry Enterprise. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah, taking it and branching out and doing all those things and whatnot. So, yes, we're
that's
sisters. Well,
awesome. Yes. The
I
universe
love it. I
knew.
love it. I always love it when I meet people, with the same spirit,
Mhm.
same mindset, that, with the goal is the same, to help people, being about our business and whatnot. I call that, there's another part of that is Empresses Who Rule. So I'm going to do something with that also, so look for
I
that.
love it. I love
Yes.
it. I love
And
it.
that's
I
what I'm
love
saying, to
it.
have, a platform where women like you can come and we can speak and encourage people and things like that. So it's all going to come together, because I just have this. vision. And I'm like,
The
okay, God.
vision. Yes. That's all it takes. You got the vision, and then you just have to have the know-how to put it into something tangible. And it looks like that is where you're going. So kudos to
And I'm,
you.
I'm and I'm thank God for that, because that's where it looks like you're going also. That's why I'm like,
I will be
yeah,
there. Absolutely. I will speak that. I am
yeah.
manifesting that for sure.
Awesome, awesome. I received that. Now, you are a lover of music,
Yes.
art, and nature. Now, my question is, do you paint, draw, or sing?
So I cannot draw for my life. I wish I could. Maybe I could do like abstract art. I don't know, but I do not have an artistic bone as far as fine arts. No,
Mhm,
but
mhm,
I love art, and I love the different interpretations that you can draw from art, and I love galleries and seeing other people's art, and then talking to the artist and finding out that what their intention was completely different from
mhm.
what I drew from it. But that's the
No,
point of
right?
art, so yeah.
That's
So I
awesome.
I do I mean I sing. I can hold a note, but I'm not like a lead singer. No, nothing like that. But I'll throw some like songs, some lines into my poems sometimes and sing a little bit there. And it sounds like I can sing, but I would never like go on stage for sure and sing a whole song and have background singers behind me. No, never. It's not my thing.
She's like, no, no, no.
Nope, I'm good.
That's awesome. Okay, well, I need you to please give us another taste of ButtaFly.
Sure. Okay, I had no idea what I was gonna do when I came on here, so I was like, I'll just put like all of the poems that I really really love um,
Mhm,
at the top. And so, um, what I'm gonna do now is this was when I initially started writing poetry. I started writing erotic. One, because I found out I was good at it. I didn't even know I had the gift, and I'm like, thank you, okay. And two, because people always left feeling good or whatever it was, and then they went to feel good. Okay, so I
mhm,
wanted to draw like I wanted people to feel good when they left my presence, and so I wouldn't write anything trauma based. I wouldn't write anything melancholy because I was afraid it was going to leave people feeling down. And so a good
right,
friend of mine encouraged me to write, and it opened up a whole new um, sensation. It opened up just a whole new door for me. And so I was able to pour into um, and draw from the trauma that I've experienced in my past and put it into poetry. And although I look at the poem and sometimes I feel like it's ugly, I feel like it's still beautiful.
mhm.
The beauty of poetry sheds beauty on the ugliness. And so um, I wrote this poem, and I call this Saltwater.
Okay.
Here's where you're gonna hear a little bit of my singing. Holding back the tears, chance for me to escape from all I know. Holding back the tears. Like runners in a marathon prep to run, my tears gather at the start line, and boom, the sound of the gun, and the race is on. 26.2 miles from my eyes over the cliff of my chin to wherever the hell the finish line is, I have no idea. Salt water seeping into my pores, tarnishing my skin, now putrid, rancid odor seeping out from within, left by your breath, the aftertaste of your decaying words spoken, and now salt water is washing over the shores of my face, spilling into the crevice where my lips part, trickling down, down, down through my chest like lines of acid, burning pathways of destruction to my heart, and nothing had the chance to be good. Nothing ever could, yeah. So verklempt, I close into myself in silence, tucking my arms around my legs like a fitted sheet hugs a mattress as atop of me you lie, and I hide my eyes so you can't see the salt water building up inside. Tears upon tears upon tears, constructed like cake but not so sweet. You, the baker, taking my flour, my sugar, my eggs, mixing it with salt. No, mixing it with my salt water, leavening me with your baking powder. Your baking power, putting me into the fire, pulling me out just before I scar, and you test me. The sponginess of my insides bounce back against the pressure of your fingers pressed into my layers, and you set me aside to cool, or is it you that cools? As you coldly spread icing whipped over, under, and between my layers, your implement of choice, spatula, broad and flat, followed by fist of fury. You were just flexible like that, smooth and sickeningly sweet, but I digress. Decorated. Now I am complete, and to those on the outside looking in, I am a vision of perfection. My tears now covered by rich decadence. But take a good look at my face. You'll see my smile looks out of place. And if you look closer, it's easy to trace the tracks of my tears. And although people say I'm the life of the party because I tell a joke or two or three, really, the joke, that's on me. You masquerade in mystery, magnificent and baronial, your grandness decadently draped, dripping degenerative droplets of diabetic retinopathy, and they cannot see past you to me. So I masquerade as though I am unafraid, silently screaming, would you know my name? If I saw you in heaven. But how could you? When you can't see me here, cycling through this hell on earth, sleepwalking through sleep onset insomnia, yet unable to wake from this nightmare. Channeling through the funnel of cyclonic wind into the eye of the storm where it appears to be calm, and I feel the sun shining on my face and the smooth grains of sand caressing my soul. But every step I take, my feet sink deeper, realizing too late the ultraviolet rays have damaged my eyes, blinding me to your ultraviolet ways, and the smell of the salt water begins to fill my nose as the grain quicksand turns to broken shells, their jagged edges lacerating my flesh as I'm yanked beneath the surface, fighting to keep my head above the tempestuous waters, engulfed in the turbulent tide, falling into the water's abysmal depths, once again lost in the sea of my salt water. But I keep holding on.
Okay, I could see that. That was excellent. I mean, the way it's put together, the delivery, the story, how you went from it started off one way, then it sounded erotic, and then it was a cry out for help, and then just like can you not hear me? Can you not see me? Help.
Mm-hmm.
And not just to the person who's doing it to you, but any and everybody, help me. And then you drown, well, fighting, like you said, to stay afloat in the water.
Right.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome.
I feel like those of us who have been in abusive relationships, it's usually with someone who's very charismatic, and to the outside world, oh, they are God. You know, you can have a conversation with this person and he can tell you, you could talk about the sky and you say, oh, the sky's really blue today. And he'll say, no, it's purple. And you'll have to look and be like, is it really purple? I think it might be purple. That type of person where they are just, they just appear to be
I mean,
beautiful and you look like a fool and they make you look like a fool. And so you feel like you're drowning because no one sees who this person truly is. It's the whole Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, thing. And so I wrote this and I wanted to end it like, something like really powerful and like, yeah, this is great. You're going to make it out. But um, a friend of mine said, you know what, some things are okay to just leave just like that. This is
just
only one chapter in the story. Tell another one. That's going to be the next chapter. So,
exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. Because that was, like I said, it's really needed because there are so many women in abusive relationships.
Mm-hmm.
And you weren't just dealing with the physical, you were dealing with the emotional, the mental abuse. Pain, physical pain, oh, definitely. Don't nobody want that mess. But when you top that thing with that mental, I've experienced a mental abuse before, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't, any of it, any of it, I don't wish that on anybody, you know, male or female, kids, older people, nobody should have to go through that,
I
you know.
agree. Yes.
So definitely you have to keep, uh, continue to guard your healing and continue to share because it is needed, you know. So, um, now we are to the part of the segment where I ask 3 questions pertaining to my book. Um, I want one of your deepest thoughts, one
Uh-oh.
of your dirty little secrets. Oh, wait. One of your deepest thoughts, one of your favorite expressions, and then one of your dirty little secrets.
Mm, deepest thoughts. When you say deep thought, I automatically think of my very good
Just
friend, Deep
one.
Thought the lyricist. So I'm just like, oh yeah,
Uh-huh.
like Deep Thought the lyricist. That's my deepest thought. But no, no. I'm kidding. My deepest thought. I would say um, the thought of life. Maybe on a spiritual level, what is it? What's in store for me? What am I connecting to? What is the universe? I recently, not recently, not ever so recently, but I was involved in religion. I was a Christian. I kind of evolved out of that where I still believe in the universe and I still believe that there's something greater than me, but I don't have a belief in organized religion, and I respect those people who do because it got me through one of the hardest times of my life, and so it served its purpose for me. And now I feel like I've just grown, and so now my deepest thought is what does the universe hold? What is its connection to me? I know that it's in me, and what can it bring out of me so that I connect with other people? Um, and what can I give to other people from that? So I would say that's probably my deepest thought.
You know, I'm just like, okay, yes, you definitely have to come and talk with me. Oh my goodness. Um, that is awesome. what you just said, Christianity was your pathway to love. And you know, coming out of that organized religion, now you're connected to everything and everyone because we really are, because everybody is connected. We're all, and the deal is we're made up of the same elements that everything else in the universe is made of, just different amounts of everything. So we're all connected. We're all going in the same direction, the direction of love, of peace, of healing, of joy,
Yes.
of building, of life, all things pertaining to life and living,
Life.
you
Yes.
know. So, oh, girl, when you said, well, you could think of like to everything, keep doing what you're doing. You just gotta
But
keep doing what you're doing.
yes,
It's
but
just gonna
how
unfold.
can that connection, like what is the energy that I bring? I know for certain that I have an energy of peace. I hear
Mm-hmm.
it from so many people where, you know, they come into my home or they meet me and they're like, oh my gosh, you just have so much peace about you. And I just say to myself, like, you have no idea what I had to go through to get to this peace. Like, I don't wish that on anybody. I'm just telling you. But how does my energy connect to someone else's, and what can I give to them, and what can they draw from me to elevate them in their life? And I don't want to connect to everybody. I just, you know, put that out there. You know, but the people that I'm supposed to connect to, that are supposed to be in my life, that's who I want to maintain connections with. And I know that if I touch just one person, that they'll go out and
Mm-hmm.
whatever they've drawn from me will mix with theirs and they'll give it to someone else. And so, but it's
Mm-hmm.
just it's an amazing concept. It's just an amazing thought process. So
Mm-hmm. Well, one thing I can tell you is that telling your testimony, your story, and I know you're doing that through your poetry, but eventually people are going to have to hear the actual happening of
mm-hmm,
what happened.
mm-hmm.
Um, but like I said, you just keep walking forward because there's nothing to go back to.
Right.
It, it doesn't exist. Like we cannot, like if for some, God forbid, God, please don't let this happen. But like if this show wasn't able to be saved, I could bring you back. But what's going on, transpiring right now, and we could say the exact same thing, it still wouldn't be the exact same show
I
because we
agree.
can't repeat what just happened. You
Right.
know, so don't don't look to the left, don't look to the right. Just keep doing what God has put in your spirit to do. And you might even find yourself where you like, oh my goodness, I got off track. Don't even concern. As soon as you recognize, okay, I took a little detour, just get back in the vein that you're in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and not only that, make sure that when you do, like if you do take a detour, learn from it
Mm-hmm.
so you don't have to repeat
Right.
going in that direction again. You know, so that's what this life is about. Learning from, because we're not going to be perfect. We're not
Mm-hmm.
going to not make a mistake or say the wrong thing or do the wrong thing. Because sometimes, girl, as much as I love people, as much as I enjoy helping people and all of that, sometimes people can catch me um, and they might say or do something and some fire will come out. And I'm not talking about no sexy fire.
Uh-huh.
They gonna be like, with me, what I learned, I read a book, uh, it's by the Herms. Um, I'm not recalling the title right at this moment, but it talks about things like balance, how
Mm-hmm.
the pendulum it swings from one end to the other, from one extreme to the other, and we have to find a balance. Like I'm really, people are like, oh, you're so nice, you're so nice. But with that, because I'm so extremely nice, I can be extremely
Not so
fire.
nice.
You know what I mean? And I had to learn that fire wasn't bad, because I was always told I was mean, you nasty, because I would fight, I would stick up, stand up for myself, my sister, whomever,
Mm-hmm.
So I had this thing where, I don't like to hurt people, but I don't want you hurting me either,
Right.
and so I had to learn that this fire, what they call in the dark in us, it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. It was given to protect us. But because I wasn't taught about it, I didn't know how to use it
Right.
properly.
Right.
So now I've learned to embrace it and accept all of me, know that I'm not divided. I'm not two people. No, I said what I said. I know what I said and I meant it. I'm still whole. I'm still this one person, and it's okay for me to be angry, but I don't have to beat people up. I don't have to cuss people out and things of that nature. But I can voice my feelings, express myself, and I can move on. And I've also learned that sometimes I'm just not going to say anything. Okay, whatever.
Sometimes it's
So
not
it's a
worth it.
constant. Exactly. And that's what it is. God, that's all God wants. Learn. The universe, learn and grow, learn and grow, learn and
Learn
grow,
and
learn
grow.
and grow. That's what this life is. It's so for me to say, oh, we've come to this next level of enlightenment. We're not going to have no problems. And I'm just so,
That's not
no.
realistic.
Yeah, life is continuously happening, because we
Absolutely.
could be, yes, at that peaceful place, but when you interact with other humans, some stuff is going to go on,
Absolutely.
because everybody's not as peaceful and, whatnot, but everybody has something to offer and something good to bring to the party.
For
And
sure.
that's our thing. Look within, it's some good. It is definitely good in all of us, because yeah, now I don't go to church, but a lot of the teachings, like God made us and He said we were good. Oh, everybody's good, And it's funny because I didn't like when people would say to my son, "Oh, don't be bad." I said, "Mm-mm." I said, "I don't even teach him that, because bad
Right.
is nowhere in the Bible."
Right.
I said, "There's obedience and disobedience." If you want, and there's learning, growing, and maturing, and that's how I brought him up, because I used to be scared of God. Like, if I do something, He gonna get
Mm-hmm.
me.
Because that's what you
That's
were
not a
taught.
healthy way to live. What you say?
Is that what you were taught?
Yes, because from religion.
Right.
So I grew up so scared. I mean, I was just like, okay, God, I can't live like this. That's stress. I don't want us running around here stressed. Okay, wait a minute.
No.
Let me stop. You're supposed to get to your next. See, you need to be on the other show. I mean, I wanted you on this show, but you have to come on the other show.
I will, for sure. All right, what was your
Okay.
second
I
question?
want your dirty little secret, and then I would like you to please give us another poem and some words of encouragement. But your dirty
Okay.
little secret. Okay.
Um, I really don't like to be around people.
You really don't like to be around people.
No, I'm a complete introvert. It
Really?
takes, yes, it takes a lot of talking myself through things in order to go into a group of people. One on one, totally cool. Absolutely, I can have that personal connection, but to walk into a place, unless I have an anchor, I call whoever my person is an anchor. Unless I have someone to anchor
Mm-hmm.
onto, I have to really, really psych myself up. I have to talk myself, and I have to talk to myself to stay there as well and to interact with people. And I've learned different techniques to help me through it, like always put on a smile, because like you, people used to say, oh, you're just mean and you're stuck up and you don't ever smile, and I'm like, that's not because I'm not a nice person, it's because I'm scared of you people. You know what I mean? But no one understood that.
She was like, honey, don't get it twisted.
Okay,
It's you that I'm afraid of. Oh, oh my
yeah,
God. I would have
so
never pegged you for that. Well, I
yeah,
know, honey, you that's not gonna be you anymore.
I'm working my way
Because
through that, definitely. Yes.
yes, yes, because you're gonna have to be in a whole coliseum in front of people. No.
Yeah, you know
Honey,
what?
I'm
I
just
do,
speaking that
but
thing. Exactly.
I don't necessarily have to talk to those people though, right? Like if I'm on a stage, like do I have to I don't have to like interact personally? No, I'm only kidding.
No.
I
Just
still do,
they
yeah.
might want to autograph your book, stuff
Right.
like that.
Yes.
But
Yes.
but you can handle that. You be like, okay, honey, what's your name? Spell
Mhm.
that for me. Okay.
Yes. I'm very much like the I feel like our community are I feel like everyone is a hugger. And I meet people and I see them reach and I immediately like stick out my hand to shake my hand. And some people are like offended, but I'm just like, you have to understand not everybody's like you. Like, I don't like people to touch me like that, Like, I don't know you. Now, once I get to know you, I'm hugging you all day, every day. I'm gonna kiss
Uh-huh.
you on your face, you know what I mean? But if I don't know you, like you had said before, I'm very protective of my healing. I'm very protective of my energy, and I've learned that about me, and I've also learned that I need time to adjust. I need time to rejuvenate. I need time to recoup from those, from being in groups of people because I feel all of their energy and it's overwhelming. So
You're an empath.
I am, yes, yes,
Girl, I'm crazy. I wish it was some case we could push a button and it would turn on.
yes, but it
Because
doesn't.
that's another thing. You'll go through stuff, and I'm so not mindful. I need to be more mindful that I am an empath
Hmm.
because some days I'm like, I'll just be going through stuff and then be like, wait a minute, what? Why am I feeling like this?
It's
Because I've
not even yours.
interacted with, and you know what? Oh my God, that's how I can. So that means that when I'm around people, I have to cleanse myself to keep me.
Yes,
So you're supposed to be on the show.
yes, I agree.
Thank God. I'm telling you, yes. So I totally get it. Totally.
Good. Well,
Yes.
see, I don't have to explain myself to you. You
No,
understand. Not everybody else
no.
understands.
They'll be all
Um,
right. And then they're going to see this video and they're going to
they're gonna know. There you go.
know.
They're gonna be like, "Oh my, that's why ButtaFly dropped off of social media for 3 months because it's just too much. I can't, So yeah, yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Okay. Now, please give us another taste of ButtaFly
Okay,
and then close us out with some encouraging words, please.
okay. Well, this poem I feel is another journey, of course, but I feel like it is encouragement in itself to the end. So ride with me. We'll get there.
Okay.
Flutter along. This
Mhm.
is called, excuse me, this is called Mosaic Mirrors. It is one of my favorite pieces.
Okay.
Reflections in my rearview mirror the past. I turn to look away from the pain, first to the left, then to the right. There's no escape. Sideways from my side view mirror much of the same. The beauty of my future obscured like ripples in clear water create a distorted view unspoken. Crack. First mirror broken. Handprints in the mirror, reflected in the mirror, lead to the need for painted faces and filtered pics. But, rosy cheeks and plump lips are a hit, so looks like I'll fit right in. And since choking seems to be the thing to do, it looks like the reflection of the handprint around my neck is okay too.
Wow.
Smoke and mirrors, baby. That's how I get through. Crack. Broken mirror. Number 2. And so I smile at myself in the mirror, throw on my sunglasses, just like celebrities do, even when it rains, masking just as much pain. But I guess it's better than seeing my reflection in the rose-colored glasses worn by society since inception, both sets hiding your view of me. Crack. Broken mirror. Number 3. I find myself now gazing through a two-way mirror down a one-way street, his failure to yield crashing right into me. Now, what he sees through his looking glass is man-made in his mirror image, kingly and just creator of, hell if I fucking know, the reflection of God. Who can take tomorrow? Dip it in a dream, separate the sorrow and collect up all the cream. The Candyman? No. The Candyman can? The Candyman can because he mixes it with shit. How many times did I just say his name? Because standing before you, I see peering back at me, a formless body and blank screens from black mirrors, my personal horror. Crack. 4th, broken mirror. But in my peripheral view, I still see a silhouette of me. Reflections on hard surfaces, coldness on cue, harshness in sight, always a fight. My heart reflecting on itself like only hearts can do. 4 times 7 equals 28 years of bad luck undo. Pieces of mirror shattered all around me is all I can see, but no, that can't be. Now I talk with myself in the mirror. I talk to myself in the mirror. I talk through myself in the mirror. My image is one part in healing. I am complete and whole. So looking forward now, I see reflections in my windshields of what I will be. No longer stalked by the lurking reflections of my past, enlightened by the artistry within at last. So when I throw on my sunglasses now, still like celebrities do, my intentions are new. You see, if I'm blinded by the sun, how can I see my reflection in the moon? And so words of encouragement is look around you, look within yourself, see where you've been through, see what you've been through, see what you've come from. I know for me, I've come through a lifetime of trauma. And I kid you not, a lifetime from birth. And I've made it thus far because I've changed my mindset. I know my worth. I love myself. I love everything about myself. I love my flaws. I love my rolls of fat. I love everything. I love my quirkiness. I love that I'm a nerd. I love just everything about me. So when you can look in the mirror, shattered as it is, you've picked up those pieces, you've put it all back together, and you look in and it's distorted, but it's still beautiful. It's still you. So hold on to that and keep moving forward. Change your thoughts, change your life. Thoughts become things. I assure you, I am a living embodiment of that. It works.
Absolutely beautiful, and thank you.
Thank you.
I love it. And I just pray that God would just bless you beyond any and everything you could ask or think of him. Ask of him
I
that he
received
would give
that.
you your heart's desires, because you truly deserve it. You're a beautiful person. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me. I didn't tell you this was my very first. This is my very first one-on-one show. So
No
thank you.
way.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Oh my
Yes.
goodness. Thank you. I appreciate that. That is awesome. So awesome.
Thank
Well, I
you.
look forward to seeing you again, and I'm gonna send you I'm gonna start following you from my other page, and
Okay.
I'll send you the whole video so you can check that out. It's just a
Yes.
12-minute video. But thank you so much. Ladies and
Thank you.
gentlemen, this has been a taste of Lavina, Poetic, Empress, coming at you with a taste of ButtaFly. I love it. Thank you so much. And you guys, please follow her. Please tell them where they can follow you at again.
Yeah, so it's mosaic.insights, and that's mozeic.insights. And I also have two other pages. One is dedicated to domestic violence. That's mosaic, spelled the same way, metamorphosis. And the other one is my adult page. You have to have your age in Instagram and be over 18 in order to tap into the freaky erotic side, which I didn't share today, but we'll have other times to do that. So feel free.
You know what? You just gave me an idea.
Mhm.
I'm gonna have, maybe I can like reach out to a couple of you guys to come on. You, um, the silent poet,
Mhm.
maybe Shan the poet. Maybe like three of you guys can come on and just let her rip.
That would be dope. I also have another
Yeah,
suggestion.
yeah.
My poetic twin, because we both started writing at the same time in the same month. Rita in Heels. She's an awesome poet as well, and she writes sensual and spoken word poetry. So
Okay,
tap into
okay.
her. Yes,
Uh, uh, okay. Um, you got to inbox me the name. And I
absolutely.
think spoken word poet, I don't know if that person follows me or not. I'll have to look in the thing. But yes, we definitely got to get that on and popping. I'll reach out to the other poets and see what they think and see what they say.
For sure.
Okay.
I'm absolutely down with that.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate the time and the platform.
You're welcome.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Peace, love, and light.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining tonight. She was absolutely amazing. Wonderful show. I totally enjoyed it. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me next Tuesday evening right here at Lavina Poetic Empress at 10 p.m. And if you can, please follow me at Always Choose to Love Yourself More. I have another show. I just did that show, started that show tonight. I'm so excited about that. That will air on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. So thank you so much for joining. This has been a taste of Lavina Poetic Empress. And thank you guys for joining. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Much love and peace. Love you guys.